This video is on the Lucky 13, the 13 points on how to test for high quality women for a relationship.
Now I sort of see the world as like just infinite options.
Here is what a few guys have said after working with us.
Beginning, like just going up to a woman and saying hi to her was a little bit terrifying. And now, like, I don't really give a shit. You know, I can go up to somebody and start a conversation with them.
And did you manage to get on any dates during the course as well?
I had 4 lays from the program.
What are you up to over the next few days?
So I'm gonna have like a couple of dates. I'm talking. Actually, have trouble keeping it.
Nice.
If you're sick and tired of being an armchair warrior, book a call and we'll see if we can help you out.
So the first point is having a good relationship with her parents. What does this mean? Quickly, she's not fighting with them. You know, she's got a loving father. She talks to them occasionally and she speaks well of them.
Point number 2, not consistently posting on social media. Look, there's nothing wrong with a girl having a Facebook, an Instagram, a TikTok account, but if she's constantly updating it every 5 minutes, if she's literally in it for massive extreme validation for likes, and especially if she's doing that stuff around you, that is a terrible, terrible red flag. It's just not the kind of girls we want to be around, right?
Even bigger red flag, if those pictures that she's posting are extremely provocative, so her in like very, very skimpy outfits, loads of guys commenting on that, it's not really what you want. Third point is a girl that's not constantly on her phone. What does this mean? When you go out for dinner with her, she's actually talking to you, she's put her phone away, and she's really giving you all of her attention. Number 4, which is willing to talk through difficult topics. So let's explain this really, really briefly. If you're in a relationship with a girl, difficult things are going to come up. When you need to talk about those things, it's coming from a place of curiosity and really understanding the rationale if you've done something that's really annoyed her, rather than from a place of trying to blame and trying to put you down, because that's going to be a big determinant of how you overcome difficult situations, because those difficult situations will come up in a relationship. What that means is basically she's got a really good understanding of social intelligence and emotional intelligence, and that's exactly what you want in a relationship.
So number 5, focus on health. We're not talking about over obsession with health. I'm pretty much kind of 80-20%, sometimes 20-80%, but generally speaking eat quite healthy, hit the gym, stuff like that, and then 20% blow off some steam, have some fun extracurricular activities, right? But health is super important, so it's a massive red flag. If she's not into any exercise and eats like garbage the whole time, it's not a good thing to be. It's just not a good thing, is it?
Number 6, honesty and loyalty. Essentially what you want to be checking for is you want to be aware, especially in the first few months, is how honest is this person. See if they lie about small things, because essentially that's going to be an indication of what is to come in the future. The second part of that, the other side of the coin, is loyalty. When you're out with her, you know, where are her eyes? Is she really focused on you? Is she dedicated towards you? Does she flirt with other guys in front of you? All of these things are massive red flags. You want to be aware of this.
Lucky number 7 has stuff going on in her life. We're not talking about, you know, extreme ambition. You know, that's a very attractive trait that women look for in men, but it's not necessarily the other way around. But does she do stuff that she enjoys? You know, has she figured out what makes her happy in life? Does she do that sort of stuff? Does she have some hobbies going on? You know, fitness classes? Does she have some creative passions? Does she like to paint? Does she like some dancing? There's got to be something going on there that isn't just Netflix, chill, drink white wine with the girls. There's got to be a bit more depth to her than that, right? So if she doesn't have any of that stuff, that's a red flag.
Point number 8. Now this is super key. A lot of the time, it's very hard for us to have an objective opinion about someone because we're emotionally invested. So one way to mitigate this is to spend time with that person while you're with your friends or your family, because they're not emotionally invested in that, right? So if you spend time with them and they get good vibes, that's really a green flag as well, right? Because essentially they're not emotionally invested. They're going to give you the most honest advice about this.
Number 9, what are her drama levels and what are her self-esteem levels? The worst combination you can have is a high drama, low self-esteem woman. She's going to cause fights and she doesn't think much of herself. So she's going to be constantly seeking attention from other sources, and she's just generally going to cause trouble, and she's just generally not happy with herself as a person, right? The ultimate thing, that the real, you know, golden thing we're looking for is a low drama, high self-esteem girl. You know, you're going to be able to see it's not a quick fix. You're going to, again, people are on their best behavior for the first few months. This is going to be a case of just observing her and seeing what she's about and kind of reading her over time. But really, you're looking for girls who have a healthy sense of themselves in life and they don't deliberately go out to cause fights. Those are the kind of basic things we're looking at here.
Number 10, the unfortunate truth. What is the body body count. So body count essentially means how many sexual partners has she had in the past. If a girl has had loads of sexual partners in the past, it's not a good sign, right? An indicator of this is, has she been single throughout the most of her 20s or late teen years? If that's the case, there's probably a high probability that she's been with a lot of guys. Now, a lot of people will argue in the new day and age, oh, it's fine if a girl's had a lot of sexual partners. It's not. It's different. It's very, very different for a guy who has had a lot of sexual partners and a girl who's had a lot of sexual partners. Something that you always say, which is a key that opens a lot of locks is a good key. A master key. A lock that's opened by many keys is not, you know, it's a broken lock, right? So
women are the sexual selectors. They should be choosier because evolutionary speaking, if they get knocked up with dud sperm, they're out the game for 9 months. They've got to father a dud child, so they have to be more selective, right? The fact that we've had contraception in play for, I don't know, for my head, 100 years, 50 years, doesn't change thousands of years of biological programming. So women should be selectively more choosy. If they're not, there are issues there.
yeah, there's not much more to say than that. You want the girl to sing you.
It's sexist, but it's true. It's
Yeah.
just we're built differently, right? Men and women do different things, and it doesn't justify men cheating and being bad, and stuff like that. But men are, on a biological level, we're programmed to spread our seed around, and women are programmed, designed to find the best quality mate they can. That's just how it is.
You can often judge a girl by the quality of the guys that she's been with before. If she's just been with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, excuse the pun, it's not great, right? Because then essentially it's not a good indicator that you're a high quality guy either. It doesn't say anything about your value.
Number 11 doesn't go out to nightclubs much. Look, even if she is a bit of a party girl, or she hangs around people, and historically she's younger, gone out to places, parties. If you're getting into a relationship, whether you've seen her, you've dated her for a bit, you've seen her, you're looking to get serious with her, she shouldn't then continue that lifestyle. That's not a good sign. She's putting herself in situations where there's a lot of drunk single men who are going to head on her, right? That's just not a good indication that, her priorities in order. So that behavior should really be curbed as she gets into a serious relationship with you. Number 12, judge her by her friends. You are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. If she's got 4 other promiscuous party chick girlfriends that cheat on their boyfriend, that's an indication that probably she's going to follow suit similar behavior. So really analyze her girlfriend she hangs around with, who she's close to, because that's just it's gonna be a great indication of the behavior. Then she stimulates, she reciprocates, she copies.
And number 13, the final point, which is doesn't spend time with loads of male friends. Now, this modern age thinking where people say, your girlfriend should have loads of male friends. There is no such thing as a platonic relationship between a guy and a girl. There's always going to be a hidden sexual intention there, whether guys claim it or not. You don't want your girlfriend to be hanging around with loads of guys, because sooner or later you're going to be in a shit position with your girl. Maybe you're fighting about something, she goes out, gets drunk with them, they're going to try and do something, and then something might happen between him and her. You don't want to be put in that position. And secondly, if you are dating a girl, why would she want to be going out and spending loads of time with other guys? She's getting attention from you. She doesn't need attention from other guys. Look, after saying all of those points, we might sound a bit doom and gloomy. We're not trying to be negative, but there are a few things that you have to be aware of, and a few things from an objective perspective if you want to have the most positive relationships. And if you are able to identify these red flags and notice green flags as well at the beginning of a relationship, you are going to save yourself so much time and effort in the future, resources and everything. It's something that can't be overlooked, and it often is.
If you've got any points to add, or you disagree with any of this stuff, comment below. We're really interested to hear your thoughts on this.
End of video.